So before I go into this Jill the Pig story, you know, I'm reminded of a time when I was going to school in England. I went to all boys school. And in this all boys school, what we have, anybody go to school back, I don't know what it is like now, but back then you were a part of a house in a school. You're part of the House of Lords, House of Tudor, House of Lancaster. You had to dress a certain way. And you carry a chit in your pocket, in your jacket pocket, in your blazer. And that chit represent your house. So if you're not dressed properly, you could get points deducted. Also, if you get into much trouble and you're late for class, that counts against you too. You can accumulate points also for good grades overall. You can accumulate points for good grades and sports. There's three categories. I think if I can remember right, it was your house, the house that you're a part of, accumulate points for grades, sports, and conduct. And at the end of the school year, whichever house accumulated the most points get the cup for the year. You get your cup, you go to your classroom, and you see your reward sitting there. It's a good thing to look at, Put some pride and some air in your chest, Plus, you get also all the gifts. You got bragging rights. Time to line up for meal, your house gets served first. You see, it's good shit, man. You don't line up for dinner and stuff. Or for tea break or whatever. Your house goes into school first, and you have bragging rights. That's how it used to be. I used to love it. I used to love the structure, the discipline, the order, and I used to have to speak proper English, the Queen's English. Hey, bloke, how are you doing, chappie? I used to speak like this and speak like that. Well, the Queen can suck my dick now. So if you're not dressed properly, if you don't have if you have your ties twisted the wrong way, and the captain of your house see that, he'll be like, you gotta get the tie on right. God damn it, it'll cost us a point, Alexander. So, those are some of the pressures. These are good. It's healthy because it keeps you on your toes, and, you teach you to dress right and be accountable for your action. That's what I get from that. Also, you have to, you have to perform. You have to have good grades. If not, it brings your points down. Sports, you got to be very good at that too. So overall, if you're going to do sports, then you pick the best guy from your house, whether from the House of Lords, House of Tudor, House of Windsor. You pick a guy, and then if you have a debate, then you pick the smart guys, and so forth, etc. I don't know how it is now, but I like to fight. I like to fight back then. Something, get that taste in your mouth, and roll up your fist and fisticuff, prove your mettle, make some man out of you. People don't do that anymore. Nowadays, you cowards, y'all just shoot each other. Just a cowardly act. The bullet, firing a projectile at someone is a cowardly act, right? Nothing brave about it. But, back then for me, it was fun. But I remember, the reason why I'm saying all this is because I remember, because this will link to this whole hit piece from this, from this degenerate, this lowlife, this demonically possessed Jezebel. But not to make the story too long, but I remember I was in architectural drawing class, sitting across from another guy, another student from another house. Jurgen was his name. I'll never forget that name. So I'm sitting across from him, minding my own business. And then, all of a sudden, his pencil, number 4 drawing pencil, turned up missing. I'll never forget that. And he blamed me. No, I don't steal. That's one thing I don't do. I don't steal, and I don't lie. So I don't like when people lie, tell lies on me. and blame me for shit I didn't do. He blamed me. Like, you took my pencil. I said, I did not take your pencil. So that's an accusation, bloke. I said, bloke, you accusing me of taking your pencil. You know, you have to stand down and take that back. You got to take that accusation back, bloke. I will not take that accusation back, Alexander. You took my pencil and you have to return it. I did not take your pencil, bloke. And if you don't take the accusation back, bloke, then we're going to have to meet outside and settle this matter as two men. He's like, okay then. You either return my pencil or we go outside and settle it after school. I'm going to give you a good thrashing, a good thumping, you hear me? So you better apologize right now. Again, my bloke, are you mad? Are you out of your bloody mind, mate? Jurgen was a stubborn bloke, I must say. So now we're behind the school. You know, I have my squire, my bloke with me, Eubanks. Took off my jacket, gave my jacket to Eubanks, hold this. He hold my bag, you know. So everybody have a bloke, you know, best friend. So this Jurgen, he didn't have a bloke with him. So I noticed he took his school bag off and laid down in the corner. Then he took his jacket off and folded it neatly and laid it in his bag. And I'm talking to him. You have besmirched my name, bloke. You have dragged my name to the mud through this accusation, and you need to stand down and take it back now. If not, we're going to have to. If not, I'm going to give you a good thumping. I'm not only going to give you a good thumping, bloke. I'm going to give you a good thrashing. A good thrashing that you'll never forget. Now I always talk shit before a fight. I think I was really overly confident. Probably got that from Muhammad Ali. You know? So now, shirts rolled up, fist up, we're getting ready to rumble. Yeah, I'm still talking shit to him. You got one last chance, bloke, to take this accusation back. And we started throwing fists, you know. We started going at each other, but he's bigger than me, but he's clunky, he's slow. I'm sidestepping him, talking shit, you know, throwing punches, but we're not landing yet. You know, we just start feeling each other out, you know, moving in circles. All the boys around are yelling and screaming, come on, Alexander, come on, Jurgen, let's get him. And tension is filling the air, you know. And we started throwing, you know, and I'm starting hitting him and he's hitting back at me, but he's not getting any real direct punch. I say, I got you, yeah, got you. You lied, you know, accused me, and now Jurgen, you're gonna pay. You know, I've never stolen anything in my life, bloke. You just really got me going now. Now, bloke, I'm gonna show you what I'm made of. And all of a sudden, Jurgen just stopped. And all of a sudden, Jurgen just stopped in the middle of the fight and just looked at me. Put his hands down, walked over to his belongings, put on his jacket. So I'm thinking, my fists are still folded, you know. Shirt still rolled up, fist folded, you know. Feet patting the ground, you know. Fumes coming out of my nostrils, you know. Ready to get this thing on. I'm thinking, yeah, where did he put his jacket on here? I guess he knows I'm going to go to his buddy, yeah, because he must have seen some of my fights. Yeah, not bad strategy. I'm thinking all this to myself. Not bad strategy, but you know, it's cheating. But anyway, when he comes back over. And then Jurgen, the next thing I saw Jurgen did was put his school bag over his shoulder. It's like, he's going to use his bag for defense? What kind of shit is this, bloke? How is he? That's not allowed. And then Jurgen just walked away. Just walked away. She just turned around and walked away. Hey, bloke. So I'm like, I turned to my bloke, I turned to my bloke, Eubanks. Hey, mate, what the hell was that? How can you just walk away, bloke? You can't just walk away from a fight. He just turned and walked away. You know, wait a minute, bloke. He did not capitulate. He did not say he gave. He did not surrender. How could he just walk away like that? I was about to win that fight, bloke. This is bleeding horseshit poppycock, mate. It's obvious I was not only surprised but bewildered, and as youngsters, in our early teens, we've never seen no shit like that before. So we didn't know what to do. We were just sitting around there, standing, looking at each other with our mouth open, eyes bugged. Some of the guys were scratching their head, thinking like, this is weird. Like, what the hell does this just happen? This guy just stopped in the middle of the fight, got dressed and walked out. Just got dressed and walked away. And the older guy is always there. They're just watching. They're not going to do anything. Make sure shit don't get out of hand. So I turned to Stephen, older classmate, captain of the cricket team, to get some clarification here. So, Stephen, how is this possible, mate? I have not cleared my name. I should have won that fight. I won that fight. He walked. Stephen said, no, technically, bloke, you did not win that fight. You did not get him to surrender. He did not quit. He stopped. There's a difference here, bloke. Well, I need to clear my name. How could he stop like that and just walked away? This is uncanny, bloke. This is poppycock shit, mate. God blimey, bloody hell, mate. This is making my head hurt. Well, bloke, this is something new, bloke. You have to now take that up in a different manner. You have to talk to him. Maybe you can meet him tomorrow and settle the matter. But I doubt it if you just walk like that, bloke. So I won then. No, you did not win. He walked away. You did not make him quit, bloke. You did not make him stop. He stopped at his own volition. Stephen was very smart. Like, bloody hell, mate. This is shit, man. I was still fuming. And then the next day, after homeroom, we went to architecture class, and there was his pencil on the desk. And I was like, bloody hell, mate. Here's your bloody pencil. Now you'll take that accusation back and apologize, bloke. And then the teacher walked over. It's as if he already had a full ear of what was going on. And he said, yeah, you two have gotten into a pickle here. I'll never talk. You two have gotten into a pickle here. But as two gentlemen, now, you two will cease and stop this ruckus in my class. Now, come on now. But, sir, he accused me. No one accused me. Come on, Alexander, we're not saints here. You were sitting across from him. Anybody could have stole that pencil, but you have more opportunity than anyone else. Put yourself in his shoes or block. If the shoe was under the foot, you would have done the same thing. We have to move on now and stop this ruckus now. Shake hands as gentlemen and settle the matter. And let's move on as gentlemen now. Come on. Come on now. Be good about it. Shake hands. So, we shook hands. And once you shake hands, that's it. You've sealed the contract. But after that, I didn't fight as much anymore. I became smarter. Actually, I became a peacemaker. That was almost like a turning point in my life. And I noticed after that I wasn't as quick to put the fist up. I could literally walk away. I didn't have the stress of having to prove myself. Yeah, stuff done right, I just walk. I don't have to sit around and take no shit from anybody. I could just be on my way. Leave them with their stress. That was a very good lesson for me. Lesson engagement, how to deal with stress. Sometimes you don't have to take on this thing that is not yours, that has nothing to do with you. Just let it go. Fuck it, man. So now that brings me now to this situation here with this degenerate, this lowlife, right? Jill the Grill, Jill the Hill, whatever her name is, Jill the pig that run up the hill. Who gives a damn? No, fellas, with this stuff here, and I don't respond, and I don't do a video on every little thing that comes across the web. I don't like to do that. But this is obvious to me what this is. This is a propaganda hit piece This is more like, you could consider this like a postcard from the globalists. They use their feminists to deliver hit pieces. And I think this is one of those. None but a propaganda hit piece from a degenerate. And everybody's up in arms about what she did with the mic. Except for me, I'm not impressed. You see, I would only be impressed if she had stick like 10 mics up her ass. And then pass them around for all those other degenerates and lowlifes to sniff and lick it. Yeah, bitches in the audience. You know, lick this. They could even make a yearly ritual out of it. Yeah, call it a ritual for degenerate and lowlifes. These feminists who are a mouthpiece for feminism, globalism, which is basically the same thing. They come out and they have no regards for the fans or the people that support them, and this is how they repay you. But what's even more important, what's even more appalling is that people try to explain it away. There's nothing to explain. The woman is a degenerate, the woman is a lowlife. And the people who listen to her is just as bad. And then come talk about, she's a great entertainer, man. She sings some good songs. So that's all it takes for black people. For this low-life whore, degenerate, to just sing some good song. Is that all it is? No, those people are a dime a dozen. So what's so special about her singing some good songs? That's all it takes to please black people? For you to sell your soul and to turn against your own nature? To go against what is right? Thou shalt have no other God beside me. That's what the Bible says. I mean, so that's common sense. You shouldn't be controlled by any competing interests. Anything that competes with your righteousness, the higher and the greater part of you, the higher vibration of who you are, you should not have that anything competing against it. So when you turn to these idol worshippers, these are gods that you have to kill. Turn your backs on them. It is not written anywhere that you cannot stop, that you cannot cease and desist from your degenerate behavior. There's nothing that says you can't stop. Just like my classmate in the fight, he just stopped. There's no rules that say you couldn't stop. Just like I said, I was upset. How could he stop? Yeah, he can stop. There's no contract that say he couldn't stop. There's no thing that say you can cease and desist from worshiping these demonic lowlifes. Right? That's all she have now. She's left with a mic. And notice they always left with a mic or left with something. They always left to do something degenerate when their life hit like a cul-de-sac. They either left with a dildo, but that's what a mic represents, a phallic symbol. Yeah, that's what these retrograde degenerate Jezebels are left with. They're left with a dildo. What? And what's that sound I hear in the background? Meow. Meow. Is that a cat I'm hearing? Poor cat, he's staring through the window. He's just waiting for his chance to escape. He's probably thinking, I just want to get away from this degenerate low-life whore. I've already done the numbers. I can get by with 3 spars a week. If I could just get outside, I can join up with the Wildcat posse and leave this whore behind. Just leave the degenerate Jezebel to herself. Poor fucking cat. I'm looking at her. People be wondering. I'm looking at her. I'm thinking, that's why guys don't want to be around them. That's why guys are running for the hills. That's why the marriage down. That's why so many bridal companies going out of business. Guys don't want to have no babies with them. You know the reason why guys don't want to have babies with them? Because they know the consequence. So, but these bitches have resorted to a new method because now they're hijacking babies. They're pirating babies and shit. They'll hijack your sperm in a minute to have a baby. They'll hijack your sperm. They'll steal your sperm in a minute and have a baby and get you on the hook for 18 years. Because they know a brother in his right mind don't want to have anything else to do with them. So they'll just hijack your sperm and get you on the hook for 18 years. That's why they're pirates. I call them pampered pirates. That's what they are. These are none but fucking pampered pirates. And if you're a woman and you're not married, then you're probably one of them. You're a fucking thief. Sperm hijacker. A fucking sperm jocker. Stealing brothers' money monthly. Because the brothers don't want to have nothing to do with you all no more. Now, I hear brothers complain sometimes about women, black women have this nasty and scowly look about them. And they look at you real dirty and nasty. I think that's good. Actually, it's not a bad thing, fellas. Better than you. It's a look from a psychopath and a sociopath when they've been found out. So they don't know what to do. The only thing they can left for them to do now is give you a nasty stare. But wouldn't it be great if when they look at you, their heart just explode in their chest? I mean, nice and the nasty bitches look at you, drive up to you beside you at a stoplight, and they just turn over with that scowly look and give it a glance, and they just spontaneously combust. That would be some shit, wouldn't it? Then you just drive off. Goodbye, bitch. Nothing more for me to see here. So I'm looking at this degenerate lowlife. This slut, this gorilla, this whore. I'm thinking, Lake of Fire. Yeah, Lake of Fire, and change that bitch's name to Grill Scott. Grill her ass. Stone is a little bit outdated, old-fashioned, and retro, if you know what I mean. Plus, it's a Muslim thing. A fire now, a lake of fire would be more like it. Wells of Becky, but a lake of fire would do more justice. Plus, you don't want to end up trying to stone something like this and end up messing and pulling the muscle in your arms and your neck, going out your back. You know, a lake of fire. Yeah, watch this bitch explode. Here comes the simp. He's never too far away, is he? Parting the same old bullshit talking point. Brothers need to stop their game up. The sister is a queen. We need to build a better community. The sister can thrive. Where our queens can thrive and be happy, live a full and productive lives. Isn't it crazy how the simp can part this talking point? Brothers need to stop their game up. That's yeah, Mr. Simp Man. Let's go on top of this building over here. We'd like to see you do your due diligence. Yes, we want you to step your game up first. Yes, Mr. Simp Man. Show us how it's done. We want to see if you can levitate or fly. Maybe you can grow wings by the time you hit the ground. Oh, don't worry. Your queen is at the bottom. Maybe she can use her female power to levitate you. For God's sake, man, jump. That's why these bitches, have you noticed these bitches, always as they get older, they become more religious. They're in churches, after been slinging pussy for years, riding the cock carousel, sling jaws champion. Their dick portfolio is the length of the Great Wall. Now they're in church talking about going to heaven. Yeah, now they're in church talking about going to heaven to be with their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Well, I got news for you bitches. Well, I just talked with Peter the other day. Yeah, the gatekeeper to heaven. He said he got a memo from God. God is peace. He said he don't want no more nigga bitches up in his heaven. Because you baby mamas are turning his kingdom into a ghetto. And you know what the last straw for God was? When he came out one day and see you whores trying to teach one of his angels how to twerk. That was the straw that break the camel's back. I was like, nah, I just can't have this shit up here no more. But I'm not worried about you bitches. Because I know you all have a fallback plan. Y'all can go to Valhalla with Bob. Yeah, Becky's waiting there to run circles around you all busted asses. No, well, I haven't said all of that. I wish all you strong, independent queens of Babylon to be bold, be brave, be lonely, and be fat.